Hey everyone, today we're doing a deep dive into the Insta360 X3 and X4. We're going to showcase their differences to help you decide which one is right for you. So this is my X3. I've been using this for about a year and a half on many of my scooter and bike review videos, and it's been pretty solid. So the X3 was released in September of 2022. It's been an absolute staple in the creator and adventurer world. Known for its quality, it's sold over 1 million units. So before we dive into the specs and the comparisons, let's jump into an unboxing. All right, so first right out of the box here, we have the actual X4 itself. Now for a size comparison, you will notice they are quite similar. The X4 does appear to be a little bit thicker. The screen is a little bit bigger, but we'll talk more on that just a little bit later. Inside, you also have a zip-up case, which I will say is a pretty big upgrade. While this case here, it's very protective. Don't get me wrong, it works good. It is an absolute pain to get this thing on every single time. Just trying to get it to slot and slide in, not a fun time. The case itself, pretty simple. You have a zipper that goes around the outside, double way. You have another small slot inside, and then it also comes with a rugged case. Looks like that's going to clip on the side that doesn't have the screen. Obviously, if you put it on the other side, it's going to cover up the screen, but just a little bit of added protection for the corners there. You also have a USB-C to USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. Then over here, you also have a nice cloth for cleaning the screen and lenses or lens covers. All right, next up is something a little bit newer, which we'll dive into a little bit more, but these are the new lens covers. We'll show you guys those here in a bit when we talk about the comparisons. And then of course, you have some awesome Insta360 stickers and a couple of miniature books for your quick start guide, your safety guidelines, your waterproofing, everything you need to know. In typical Insta fashion, you got a lot of good information here. Now, let's start with the resolution. The X3 recorded at a maximum of 5.7K, 30 frames per second, while the new X4 takes it up a notch, recording at an astonishing 8K, 30 frames per second, or 5.7K, 60 FPS. Along with that, the slow motion resolution has also improved. The X3 recorded at 3K, 100 FPS, while the X4 now does 4K 100 FPS. Wide angle resolution, that's also upgraded from 4K 30 to 4K 60 FPS. So another major upgrade to the Insta360 X4 is the new 5nm AI chip, which wasn't present in the X3. The chip provides a 140% increase to power, making those higher frame rates and resolutions possible. With that said, the X4's true resolution reaches a staggering 11K. Between the AI encoding, its resolution is then brought to a true 8K panoramic video. The quality should be absolutely breathtaking. So one of my favorite upgrades is the dual lens covers. On the X3, the exposed glass around the sensors was always a concern. Now the X4's crystal clear lens protectors are easily replaceable, providing a much needed peace of mind. I do not remember how many times I almost dropped this thing, and it probably would have completely ended my camera. All right, so jumping back into the physical updates, the screen has also been upgraded from a 2.29 inch to a 2.5 inch, and it now features Gorilla Glass. For those who don't know, Gorilla Glass is one of the main protective features on most modern smartphones, which adds a huge amount of durability and scratch resistance. A couple other awesome features with this new AI chip. The X4 introduces new features like gesture control. You can stop or start just by recording with the wave of your hand. So along with the gesture features, it also has a new cancel recording feature. That's gonna allow you to take the last recording, say you started the recording, messed up, or you accidentally started it, messed up. It's going to allow you to immediately just take it, stop the recording, and delete it without wasting any time. Along with that, they have a new setup for their time-lapse feature. This time-lapse feature is going to allow you to set the Insta360 up, and it will automatically turn on, take a picture or a couple seconds of video, and then turn back off. This is really going to extend the amount of time you can leave the camera sitting out unattended without worrying about battery life during a time-lapse footage. Now, to talk about battery life. Battery life has seen a massive 67% improvement over the X3. The X3 lasted 81 minutes, while the X4 now gives you up to 135 minutes of recording at 5.7K 30 FPS. This is a game changer for long shoots. So since this video isn't sponsored, it does give me a chance to showcase a couple of cool things that I bought that might make your life a little easier if you buy one of these. These are the K&F Concept Insta360 X4 batteries. K&F is one of the companies that I actually trust to make a good product for something like this. There's a ton of no-name products on there. It's a little sketchy, so please be careful. But K&F is a brand I trust. They're one I've been using for a long time. My camera tripod, K&F Concepts. My camera bag, which is phenomenal, by the way, K&F Concepts. I took this to CES last year. I have taken this thing across the country at least 4 times at this point. It shows 0 wear, just a little dog hair. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a link to this stuff down below because it's definitely one that I trust to deliver pretty solid products. All right, finally, let's talk price. So the X3 is currently available for around $329 on Amazon, while the X4 comes in at about $425 on sale. I've been monitoring this price for a couple of weeks now. It's tending to stick around the $425 mark right now. Welcome to the Valley of Fire. So right here, we're gonna get about the best sound, audio, video quality test I can do to compare between the X3 and the X4. Yes, guys, I hiked all the way up here, holding onto both of these sticks. The X3, it has been a solid camera for a couple of years for me. So we're mostly here to focus on the X4. Jumping into the X4, the new lens covers, fantastic for traveling. I have a heck of a time actually keeping them clean. And even when they're really clean, you tend to get light refraction whenever you're recording outside. So it almost looks like you're recording in a fishbowl when you're on a flat frame. So right now we are testing them out here in the mountains of Nevada. No covers on, guys. We're taking a chance here. So on that note, enjoy the rest of this footage of the hike back and stick around, where we're going to talk about the overall thoughts for the Insta360 X4. All right, so to keep it short and right to the point, guys, if you're planning on buying any X360 camera from Insta, go with the X4. Now, that doesn't mean it's perfect. A couple of weird gripes I have. One, when editing. For some reason, if you set a track point, if you guys have done editing in the 360 software before, you know you have to set a track point. It'll keep its direct heading. On the X3, it was very good at following that, but on the X4, a lot of times now when I turn the camera, I feel like its tracking is almost better. So I have to add more track points in the software. Again, small thing, not a huge issue. Next up, the lens covers. I love the idea of the lens covers, but I think they almost sit too far from the lens. There's a lot of times where you can see distortion or light refraction. Not a huge fan, don't love that. So a lot of the times when I'm actually using this now, it's gonna be with the covers off. So that takes away from one of my favorite points. But in the video footage, if you guys were paying attention, the quality on the X4, worlds better. I had the X3 recording in 5.7K. I had the X4 recording in 8K. So with that said, that's gonna be about it for this video. I am gonna be using this in a ton of future coming up videos. So if you guys want me to test anything, try anything, you guys wanna see anything else, make sure to throw it down below. We can include it in any one of the future videos. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next one.